Hey guys, welcome to my obsession with drawing on things. I started using an API that I've known about. I've just never really played around with it. I knew you could. It's used for drawing lines. Obviously, I never thought to use it in VR, and then just like one day I was like, I just decided to start trying it. I've done this completely in the standard render pipeline. I obviously could use it in URP. I just wanted to see what I could do because I'm obsessed with Half-Life Alyx. What I could do in Unity without doing anything crazy. I did this with a script and just the inspector. There's no shaders, no custom shaders or anything like that. There's no camera being used here. I'm not using set pixel. I'm using the HL API. And I think it works really well. I gave myself Roy G. Biv here, the colors of the rainbow and black. I probably spent the most time, and I know it's not perfect, but just trying to hammer out details of it, because in VR, everything's right there in your face, and it's everything down to the shape of your pen. Now, these pens come with VR Interaction Framework. You can see how they're thin on one side and they're thick on the other. So I wanted to make sure that if I did this, it was thick, and if I did this, it was thin. Things like that. So I put some stuff in the code to actually rotate the way the pixels are being drawn to match that tip. Things like that. And then JP over at Beard and Ninja Games, I let him try it out, and he's like, because he was using an eraser, he was like, it's great, but I really just like want to touch like the tip of the eraser and just kind of chunk it out, like you can do with an eraser. So I got to thinking about it, and I was like, okay, there you go. There you go. Little chunk out of the eraser. And then I took it a step further and said, well, if we can do that, then we can do that. And if we can do that, then we can do that. And then you start to get this kind of faded look as you're going over it. And then if you go full flat, it'll erase it, like if you're putting pressure against it. Little things like that. Right? I've made the markers dynamic, so right now they've got a transparency to them, so they look more like you're drawing on it. So if you look really close, I don't know if you can see it, I'm probably going to hit my mic, you can actually see the table through the marker. Just like if you were drawing on a window. Closest I could get it to be. If you notice, somebody brought up on one of the videos, you can see the shadows. Yes, you can. You can also draw on the back, right? So I have this one. I don't have this one set to the back. Grab another one. What the heck? Really? Are you not going to draw now? Let's see. There we go. Forgot to assign those to the back. Here I am trying to make a video and I'm not checking my P's and Q's. Well, like I said, I make these for fun. But you can also draw on the back as long as you remember to assign your markers to the script. There we go. And you can erase. There we go. Okay, so moving on. Can't believe I did that. They dynamically change. So this one's got more of a transparent look to it, and this one is pretty much solid. Some color on here. You can grab things through objects right now, but see, you got the same kind of, you can actually see it a little bit better on this, how you get that kind of transparent effect. Let me look up on it real close. One thing I wanted to point out is I tested this on Quest 3 and it works. I probably wouldn't use shadows, and I probably wouldn't do dual-sided glass just because of the setup. This is done in standard render pipeline. Actually, if I was using URP, this probably would have been a lot easier, but I wanted to challenge myself. So this is a fine tip marker. This is pretty much a pixel in size. I wanted to point out that if you're going down this road, that's about as perfect as you're going to get. They're always going to be a pixel, right? Little tiny things. I don't think I can get it much smaller without being able to see the line at all. It'd be a hairline thin, but they're always going to have this kind of jagged look to them. You're not going to be able to get away from that. These are 2056 by 20. Is that what it is? 20? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, whatever it is. Somebody correct me down there. I've been up a while. Which is the maximum for Quest. And that's what you can expect. This is all going to be based on your resolution. If you did a 256 by 256, obviously your blocks are going to be bigger because your pixels are larger, right? So it's all dependent on that. That's about as good as I could do it in a standard render pipeline without using any kind of custom shaders or anything like that. I think it looks pretty good. It feels pretty good. It's about as close to Alyx as I could get it. In a standard render pipeline. Again, I'm not an artist. I'm more of a code junkie than I am anything else. But I think looks pretty good. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, subscribe, hate and leave dirty things, whatever. Hate me, love me, doesn't matter. Like I've said before, I do this for fun, and most of the time I just share. Oh, I wanted to point out one more thing. The only thing VRF has to do with this is me grabbing this and checking if it's being held. All the code could use with any VR whatever. If you were using XR Interaction Toolkit or one of the other ones or whatever, this code would still work. The only reason I'm checking the grab status on this is to keep it performant, so they're not all raycasting at the same time. Other than that, I mean, it's just Unity code. There's nothing special about it. So, anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hate, and don't comment or comment. I would love to know what you think. Take it easy. Later.